Neen Abenujiyug, it is time for math. This is Module 2, Lesson 27. And I wanted to talk to you today to let you know that we are going to be focusing on a couple of different things. And the biggest thing I want you to remember about today is place value. And place value is what we worked on yesterday. Yesterday I was talking to you about, well, how many tens do we have? And then how many ones do we have? So when we write a number, and this can be any number in the world. So let's say it's 318. That's the number we're using, okay? Each one of these numbers has to be in a specific place, and each one of these places means something different. This 8 is a ones place, and because of that, it means there's actually 8 ones all by themselves. So there's 5, 6, 7, 8. It's not enough for a tens frame, so it would not fit in tens. It would go here, 8. This middle number is a tens, and it shows us that we have 1 10. And so that, you know, my favorite, I always like to put that in a 10 frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across the top, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 more across the bottom. And you can see from the number that there's only one group of 10. So it'd be 1. So in the number 318, there's one group of 10 and 8 ones. This last number we don't have to worry about so much yet. This is something you'll be spending more time doing and learning about in 2nd grade. But there aren't just ones and there aren't just tens. This is a hundreds. Hundreds. And it means that there are 3 of them. And this happens with every single number in the world. For instance, let's say that we have the number 23. In the number 23, there's 2 digits. This first one has to do with ones. So if I asked you to draw that out, you could just go, well, 1, 2, 3. There's 3 of them. 3 ones. This number represents tens. So you would need 1 10 frame, 2 10 frames, and each one would be filled with 10. Let's draw a quick 10 in there, and a quick 10 in here. Sorry, not as quick as it could be. So we know that we have 2 tens. In fact, I'm going to change that number so it's even a little bit easier. 2 tens, because here they are. 10, 20, so 20, and then of course right here, these are the ones, and there are 3 ones, and here they were, 1, 2, 3. They don't fill up a 10, so they're just all by themselves, just little ones hanging out. So 10, 20, and then 1, 2, 3, 23, just like up here. The number's 23. So I just wanted to show you that really quick. That's what place value means. The place of a number tells us what that number is. That's why it's so important when you're reading a number to read it in the right order. If I show you this number, this is not the number 61. That would be reading it backwards. You'd be reading the ones place first instead of reading the tens place first. So this is not 61. There aren't 6 groups of tens. If you look right here in the tens spot, there's only 1. There's only 1 group of 10, and then there's 6 little ones that didn't fit in a 10 frame. So every time you look at a number, there is a place value. We just never called it that before now, but now you know. Place value. Each number has its own special place, and that place tells us information about it. The number 16, I know that there's 1 group of 10 and 6 ones. Neat, huh? Okay, so Now that we know that, I wanted to talk to you really quickly about teen numbers. So, teen numbers. And I'm first going to talk to you about adding and teen numbers. Something that we haven't talked, well, and just so we're clear, teen numbers are 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, all the way up to 19. These are your teen numbers. Many of them happen to say teen in their name, but not all of them. But these are your teen numbers, all of these. All these numbers up here, okay? Those are our teen numbers. When you are adding, doing addition, bringing numbers together, because that means we have some and then we have some more. Bring them all together. Adding, okay? When you are adding, if you happen to see a problem that says 10 plus a mystery number equals a mystery number, something about this number, if it is less than 10. If this number is less than 10, well, what's less than 10? That could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. All of those numbers are less than 10, so it could be any of those. So let's just say that it's an 8. So we have 10 plus 8, because this number is less than 10. That means that over here, we will end up with some kind of teen number. 10 plus a number that's less than 10 will make a teen number. Okay? So for instance, 10 plus 8, well, it says its own name, it's 18. If you have 10 plus 3, it's 13. If we have 10 plus 6, it's going to be 16. So 10 plus any number that is less than 10 is going to make a teen number. 10 plus any number less than 10 is going to give you a teen number. Okay? Now I also want to talk to you about subtraction. Subtraction, okay? Let me erase this side really quick. So we talked about addition over on that side, so we can talk about subtraction on this side. Something to note about teen numbers and subtraction. Actually, no, we're going to skip that. We're not going to talk about that right now. Keeping in mind teen numbers and adding. I did want to remind you that yesterday you were telling me about how many tens and how many ones ended up being in an answer. So I would like to do that again really quick, just kind of a review, a quick review for you. So I have some drawings really quick. And I'm going to zoom in on that, just because, I mean, that's pretty far away. So let's zoom in on our pineapples right here. Okie dokie. And for this, like I said, it's going to be a number plus a number equals our mystery number. And for this one, I want to know how many tens. And then I also want to know how many ones. Okay? Definitely want to know both of those. So, starting with our pineapples, let's go and figure out our tens. So the first thing we have to do is find a group of 10. Let's do that. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh! Well, there we have a group of 10. It's not a 10 frame, but you know, it works. So far we know that we have one group of 10. And then we have some leftovers down here. And we have 1, 2, 3 left over. Well, what is 110 and 3 more? Well, we can always grab this big group of 10 and say 10 and count on 11, 12, 13. So up here we know we had 10 and 3 more. And would you look at that? 10 plus a number that's less than 10 is going to give us our teen number. And it happens to be 13. 110 and 3 ones is 13. Neato, huh? All right, let's try another one. Move us down a little bit. Okay, you ready for this? I know you are. You guys are the best. Okay, so this one is how many beads? And for this one, I want the same kind of information as the last problem, okay? So it's going to be a number plus a number equals, and I want to know how many tens did we get, and I want to know how many ones, okay? So let's get down to business. Well, let's see. Let's find our group of 10 first. And you know what? We don't really have to look too far, do we? Because you can see this is group of 5 and this is group of 5. And we know that 5 and 5 make 10. So I'm going to draw a little frame around those. And I'm looking at these other loose beads, and I can tell that there aren't 10 of them. So we're just going to probably end up with having just the one group of 10. So I'm going to write that. That's one group of 10, and here it is. It's right here in this box. So we know that's 10. But let's go ahead and count off what we have left, okay? Because that's important to know too. So let's count that off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 ones. Now don't forget, it's still important to know that we had 10 and 6. 10 and 6. Whoops, going on Jada. Do not know why that happened. 10 and 6. And we can actually count that. We can count it as like 10, and then we could just cross off. So let me count that one more time. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we know that 10 plus 6, or 110, and 6 ones is 16. And when you look at that, it's a 10 plus a number that's smaller than 10, and we ended up with a teen number, didn't we? 16, to be precise. All right, so what I would like you to do, and this is sort of a review from yesterday, which is perfectly okay. Review from yesterday. I would like you to answer this picture problem for me. Okay, it says how many animals? All right, how many animals? And the information that I am going to want from you for this is I would like to have you fill in this information for me. It's going to be blank plus blank equals. So you're going to have to fill that in. And then you're going to have to tell me, well, how many tens and how many ones? And the advice I'm going to give to you before you try this problem all by yourself is find that group of 10 first. Now in these animals, there's all different kinds of them. It does not matter which ones you put in a group of 10. It's okay if there are puppies and snakes and butterflies in one group of 10. They don't all have to be dogs or all have to be cats. That's okay. Just make sure when you're counting them, you're careful, okay? Because the animals are different sizes, they're doing different things, they're in different positions, so don't let it trick you, okay? So my recommendation to you is to find your tens first. Find your 10 and tell me how many times you got a group of 10, okay? And you'll write that right there. Okay, so that's what I would like you to do following this lesson. All right? And that's all we're doing today for math. So I love you, I miss you, and I will see you in another video real soon. Gigawa ba mininim, abanujiag.